Nice.
Let's roll.
Getting tilted in competitive games is incredibly common, but no game tilts me harder than Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and yet I still keep coming back for more. After taking some time to think about why this game sucks me back in time after time, I feel like I finally figured it out. So today, I'll be sharing with you the reasons why Counter-Strike has a grip on me and just won't let go. Alright, so before I talk about why I enjoy the game so much, I feel like I need to explain why competitive tilts me off the face of the earth sometimes. My biggest gripe with the game is the matchmaking for competitive. My rank right now is DMG, and I recognize that I have a lot of areas that need improvement, but why am I getting queued with Silver Elites and Gold Nova 1s on my team against LEMs and MGs? On the other hand, when I'm not getting queued with people who are 2 or 3 skill groups under my own, I get queued against globals. Now, I won't lie, I had a match where we won because we had 2 globals on our team, but that was a one-off, and it hasn't happened again compared to the amount of times that I've played against globals instead. And I feel like these situations just happen way too often. I get the system isn't perfect, but it's frustrating when these matches happen. So now that you understand why CSGO tilts me, let's talk about why I enjoy it so damn much. Starting off, Counter-Strike is a deceptively simple game in both looks and gameplay. I played CSGO back in 2016-2017 on my old all-in-one office computer before I got my new PC, and I took a break and didn't play again until just recently in 2023, but man was it refreshing to get back into it. Unlike many of the FPSs that I had played during my time away, CSGO didn't ask anything of me. Anything that I did outside of just playing matches was on me and my motivation as someone who wanted to climb the ranks. There aren't any resetting or daily challenges, you just get on and play. Most importantly, the game isn't trying to sell me XP or level boosts or any solutions to the problems that the devs make to entice me to spend more money. I can get on and play as many games as I want just because I want to and not because I feel like I need to hit some arbitrary quota of things to do that artificially keep me playing longer, such as the all too common battle pass. The simplicity of getting into matches has been a large part of what's kept me playing over the last several months, as it reminds me of playing Halo 3 and Halo Reach on Xbox 360 all those years ago. In a way, the lack of progression outside of ranks and levels draws the focus to what really matters the most, and that's the gameplay. The progression isn't cut out and then sold to me later to make more money and boost player engagement. I also especially like that I can play casual modes without skill-based matchmaking, which makes me feel like I can relax and have fun in casuals or war games, as opposed to it feeling like everyone on the enemy team wants to get signed to an org and go pro. I'm looking at you, Modern Warfare 2. On top of simple matchmaking, CS doesn't have characters with special abilities like in Valorant, for example. In CS, you have your guns, your utility, and your movement. This makes it easy to get into the game if you're either a new or a returning player. From there, people who want to take the game more seriously can learn utility lineups for their favorite maps, recoil patterns for different guns, intricate movement, and a lot more. For these reasons, even though the act of just playing CS is simple, there's a massive skill ceiling that keeps players engaged and wanting to get better. Now, obviously, your mileage may vary depending on why you play the game. For example, initially I started playing because Counter-Strike 2 was announced, but as I played more, my competitiveness kicked in and I started learning smoke lineups and practicing my aim and recoil, that sort of thing. So the point is that there's something for everyone and the barrier to entry is much lower than that of other games. Another big reason that I enjoy CS so much is skins in general. At a glance, they seem very simple, but the more you dive in, you quickly realize that there's a lot more to it. So let me explain. Skins in CSGO are made up of floats and wear ratings, pattern indexes and templates, and then finally, actual rarity. Floats and wear ratings go hand in hand, with the least worn being factory new, which is a low float, and the most worn being battle scarred, which is a high float. This is what a typical CS skin looks like. This is the pattern template. Essentially, it's one big image that has about 1,000 different ways that it can apply to a gun, which is also known as the pattern index. So, for example, there is an AK-47 skin called the Case Hardened, and it has 1,000 different patterns, with one of the most sought after being pattern index 661, also known as the scar pattern, because of the high amount of blue on the dust cover. Now we still have to talk about the rarity of the actual skins. Some skins are common blues and some are rare reds with odds like 0.64% out of a case. Then there are gold rarity items like gloves and knives, some of which are also pattern based, and very quickly it's easy to see how people can get sucked into the world of CSGO skins. I personally don't mind spending money on in-game shops as long as they don't feel excessive, and I love cosmetics and cosmetic progression in games, so this was a natural fit for me. Last but certainly not least, we got the hobby. CSGO does have microtransactions for things like sticker capsules, music kits, and so on, but they are hardly noticeable compared to the obtrusiveness of modern monetization practices. Many skins are worth cents off the player-driven market, and you can buy them whenever you want instead of waiting for them to show up in the rotating shop. Then you have cases, and if you know anything about case openings, you might be inclined to call it gambling, which it is, but we don't use the G word here. So here's a test for you. Why do people in the community open cases? That's right, it's for the hobby. The way this works is, the game drops cases once a week that you can sell on the market for a few dollars, or open yourself for a chance at an expensive skin, glove, or knife. I've opened cases from time to time, but most of the enjoyment here comes from seeing the crazy unboxings or trade-ups that big streamers and YouTubers do. YouTube is full of case opening videos and people hitting exceedingly rare items worth thousands of dollars, and it's just fun to see the reactions that people have.
2, 1, tighten holo, tighten holo, tighten holo, tighten holo, tighten holo, tighten holo, tighten.
Recently, the streamer OnePixel did an unboxing that totaled 130,000 US dollars, and it drew over 300,000 concurrent viewers across different streams. Opening those cases, he managed to turn about 130k into just around 4k. The moral of the story here is, don't open cases unless you're okay with losing that money. After all, it is gambling. All things considered, Counter-Strike's thriving skin and hobby communities significantly contribute to its widespread success and my continuous desire to engage with the game. The lack of a battle pass, skill-based matchmaking, and character abilities distinguishes CSGO as a standout title in its genre. Ultimately, it's the game's elegant simplicity that sets it apart from its competitors, fueling my drive to return and experience more of its timeless gameplay. With that being said, please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, make sure to comment down below what keeps you playing CSGO, and thanks for watching.